And so the Gran Turismo 7 hype train just keeps on rolling, because now we have our second behind-the-scenes CAS-narrated teaser-style trailer. The second one, as I said so far, I believe we could get a couple more of these in the coming weeks and months to build hype for the game and take a further look, as the name suggests, behind the scenes. Now, the trailer hints at something new in the way of another light traced circuit, and unlike last time with Deep Forest, there's been a little bit more conjecture this time as to it potentially being Apricot Hill, possibly Silverstone, some people reckon. So we'll have to see either way. Apricot Hill would certainly be an appropriate return with Trial Mountain, Deep Forest. I think that's probably fairly likely. Silverstone coming back I think would be appropriate as well, especially on the esports side, but we'll have to wait and see. As far as the vehicles, there's nothing new there, but we do get a better look at certain vehicles that we already knew were going to be in the game, such as the classic Mercedes SL race car, of course the vintage Alfa Romeo 8C, and the Alfa 155 DTM touring car. Now, interestingly, we do learn something, or at least it's intimated within the trailer, as to the class systems, that there may be some reworking going on there. Because as we already saw, of course, in previous trailers, we were already aware that the power system of ranking was going away and they were bringing back a revised version of performance points in conjunction with overall classes. So essentially like what Forza's been doing for quite some time with the PI system within their ranking classes. Now this trailer shows the Alfa 155 touring car, a over 400 horsepower all-wheel drive machine with some pretty impressive performance, as a Group 4 car. Now, Group 4 in Gran Turismo Sport is more like BTCC level stuff, like 300 horsepower, about 1100, 1200 kilos, like low-level touring car stuff. Front-wheel drive, not very many with all-wheel drive. So this would utterly decimate that system, because the Alfa 155 would destroy all of those cars. Even if you tune up a lot of them, they still wouldn't stand a chance. So that would indicate that this new system is being reworked, at least to some degree. Now, unfortunately, the trailer does also confirm, when we see the Ferrari 250 GTO, that we still have Group X in the game, with its own performance points in there as well. And to me, that's a shame, because Group X, as I've said before on the channel, feels like a dumping ground when it comes to cars that don't quite fit in, or, time attack stuff, drift stuff. And I simply don't think that's fair, because those cars end up not getting used that much. So I hope that they're reworking that system, or at least including those cars more than enough in career mode to make them feel worthwhile. I guess that answers the question for us as to how the Chaparral 2J is going to be integrated, because chances are that will probably be a Group X car as well, which will keep it in line and not make it too OP, but even then, as I said, I think it's kind of a shame to have Group X as that dumping ground, so I'm really hoping that they're going to try and work a way around that to improve that. Overall, though, as I said, nothing drastically new in the trailer, intimated at a circuit, a couple of refinements to what we already knew, and a couple of better looks at cars which were static before, which we've now seen in action, such as that vintage Alfa. So of course, if you're new to the channel, I've done a ton of other breakdowns for GT7 trailers, all the new cars, new circuits and details and stuff that you might have missed. So check those out in the Gran Turismo 7 playlist here on the screen, and of course stick around for more breakdowns in future. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.